Hello everyone. In today's video, I'll show you some cool anchored bugs that were in the game before the beta update. Let's get started. Why before the beta update? That's because Nightsurf said in his post on Discord that he also wants to rewrite the game's code with major revisions. This may naturally mean that many bugs from today's list will be fixed. Is this a video archive for them? Yes. Why? I don't know. I just want it that way. Well, now let's move on to the bugs. The first bug on today's list is a bug about emotions when walking. To repeat it, you need to 1. Start moving in one of the directions. 2. Use emotion. To do this, press H on the PC or the upper right corner on the phone. At the same time, it is important not to stop, not to change direction abruptly, and not to get on the conveyor. However, you can turn the camera slightly. If you equip Spark's trinket to the run, it will give you an additional 15 health point after the first fall. The bug is cool, but not particularly useful for pro players. In the third room of Cold Resolution, there is an arena where sentinels spawn. If you are in opposite the entrance or on the sides, then some sentinels will stop against its wall. Among them are Perdrive, Hopper, Trace, Swift, Dreadnought and Scrappy. This bug helps to complete this floor quite well. On some maps, there are places where panels can spawn on different sides of a thin wall. When hacking or finishing one of them, you can click on Prompt. This will lead to hacking of another panel. It is important that the wall between them is thin. To be honest, I can't say much about this bug, but I'll tell you about him anyway. First of all, you need to come or choose Bunny Floor in the voting. Next, get all the pursuing sentinels. Don't take the tank. He will continue to shoot at you. Next, bring them to the wall to the left of the elevator and run to the far corner, as in the video. If the sentinels are stuck along the wall and are agreeing at you, then everything has worked out. If not, try again. Now you can just stand there while your teammates calmly do the panels. First we need a tank and an EMP device, Sparks or Mocha. When you are ready, use the item or abilities of the above-mentioned characters. After the stun, the muzzle of the test subject will begin to twitch. After some time, he teleports to the elevator. You will only see it when you finish the floor. He won't have a muzzle and he won't be able to shoot. He will only be able to ram, but also when he leaves the elevator. This is the first and last bug for today, when we need a second person or a second account. Accordingly, one plays for Soleil, the other for Mocha. Well, in order to stun the sentinel as much as possible, you must first use Soleil's ability, and during the deceleration time you need to get the sentinel to the cake. After the camp of the cake, the enemy freezes forever. But it can be restored if you give it a cake again or repeat this bug with another sentinel. If you wanted to push the boundaries of the current lobby and admire the same views, then you have the opportunity. To get behind the lobby, first use navigation to get to the second floor. Now enter the game mode elevator and turn left. You can see a small gap in this corner. Now we get up so that we fall trough. Voila! We're here. But why'd I call this thing a feature and not a bug? All because, judging by the integrity of the lobby, Night Surf couldn't have accidentally left this gap. Well, or he could, but it's unlikely. So I think it was done on purpose. Well, now I'll tell you where you can walk here. Colored areas. Where you can walk, roughly speaking, the entire area outside the lobby is divided into 3 floors. The first floor is the upper invisible platform. That's where we fall when we fall trough. The second floor is the lower floor of the lobby. Here you can walk along the central roof and you can cling to the edge of the walls of the rooms. The third floor consists of 2 lower invisible platforms. And the side one is slightly higher than the central one. Well, if you fall into the void, then the model of your character will be removed. You won't be able to teleport with menu, but you can respawn by choosing another character. Well, that's all I wanted to show you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Good luck to everyone and see you in Anchorage.